The year was 1518. The place, Strasbourg, a city of merchants, artisans, and the aroma of baking bread. Life was good. Then came July. The sun beat down with a fury, and on a narrow cobblestone street, a woman named Frau Troffea began to dance. At first it seemed like harmless revelry, yet something was wrong. Her movements were jerky, erratic, her face contorted in a grimace of pain. Days turned into nights, and still she danced. The heat bore down, her feet bled, still she danced. The townsfolk watched in a mixture of amusement and concern. This was only the beginning. The strange affliction began to spread like wildfire. Within a week, dozens had joined Frau Troffea. They danced with terrifying intensity, their bodies driven by an unseen force. Sleep offered no escape. Food lost its appeal. Their world was reduced to the agony of endless movement. The streets of Strasbourg, once bustling with life, transformed into a stage for a macabre ballet. Panic seized the city. What was this bizarre ailment? Was it a curse, poison? The authorities were at a loss. Physicians were summoned. They prodded and examined the dancers, but found no explanation. Bloodletting, a common remedy of the time, proved useless. The dance continued, unabated. Desperate measures were taken. The city council, fearing the wrath of God, banned dancing and music. Guild halls were closed. All forms of entertainment were forbidden. They even erected a wooden stage and hired musicians to play, hoping to somehow appease the unseen force driving the dancers. But their efforts backfired. The music only seemed to amplify the frenzy, drawing more and more people into the terrifying dance. The dancers themselves were lost in a waking nightmare. Consumed by the relentless rhythm, their minds were besieged by terrifying visions. Some saw demons, their scarlet eyes burning in the darkness. Others described celestial beings, their voices commanding them to dance. These visions, fueled by exhaustion and fear, spread like wildfire through the ranks of the afflicted. The line between reality and hallucination blurred. The streets of Strasbourg became a nightmarish carnival, a spectacle of suffering and despair. The relentless dance took its toll. Bodies, pushed beyond their limits, began to fail. Hearts gave out. Strokes felled even the strongest. Heat stroke claimed its victims. The stench of death mingled with the pungent aroma of sweat and fear. Still, the authorities struggled to find a solution. Was it a medical epidemic, a social contagion, or something more sinister, a curse brought upon them by some unknown force? The answer remained elusive, shrouded in the same fear and confusion that gripped the city. As the days turned into weeks, rumors began to circulate through the plague-stricken city. Some whispered of St. Vitus, the patron saint of dancers, and how his curse could manifest as an uncontrollable urge to dance. Others spoke of poisoned rye bread, tainted with ergot, a fungus known to cause hallucinations and convulsions. There were even whispers of a divine judgment, a punishment for the city's sins. Whatever the explanation, the people of Strasbourg were desperate for a solution, for an end to the relentless, deadly dance that had consumed their lives. In a last-ditch effort to stop the plague, the city council decided to appeal to the very saint they believed responsible. The afflicted were loaded onto wagons and transported to a healing shrine dedicated to St. Vitus, located in a remote, mountainous region. There they were instructed to dance before the saint's image, to pray for forgiveness and healing. As if by some miracle, the strategy seemed to work. Slowly, one by one, the dancers collapsed, their bodies finally succumbing to exhaustion. They awoke from their trance-like state, weak and disoriented, but free from the compulsion to dance. The dancing plague of 1518 ended as abruptly and mysteriously as it began. Its cause remains a subject of debate to this day. Was it mass hysteria, a collective delusion fueled by stress and fear, or was there a more tangible explanation? Perhaps it was a combination of factors, a perfect storm of social, psychological and environmental conditions that conspired to create this bizarre and terrifying chapter in human history. Whatever the truth, the dancing plague of 1518 serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of the human mind and the enduring power of the unknown.